Well, tickets were like $125.
Ah.
Yeah, so I don't know.
That fight was crazy, though. That was a great fight. It would have been great to be there.
Yeah, man. I'm thinking about it. Actually, I just heard I was talking to you about it earlier. We're getting Cotto and Pacquiao, I believe. I don't think it's confirmed.
No, it's not confirmed. They're talking about maybe doing it in November. Miguel Cotto versus Manny Pacquiao. So it's not signed or anything. It's the fight that everybody thinks is going to be put together next.
That's a big fight.
That's a big one.
I mean, you got Pacquiao, right? Pacquiao.
Oh, yeah, I think Pacquiao would outbox him and probably end up stopping him at some point. Cotto goes down a lot if you watch it in his fights. He's been getting knocked down a lot lately.
Yeah, and he got knocked down. Was it the first round in the Clottey fight?
Christ, I was kind of out of it myself that particular evening, so I don't remember the specific rounds, but he was definitely down a few times in the fight. Yeah, and he had a nasty cut over his eye.
Yeah, I tried to. I was going to download that today. You actually put the link up for me, and I had some problems downloading. I actually wanted to see it before I came on here live, but I didn't get the chance. So maybe later on tonight we'll.
Did you see anything from UFC 99 yet?
No, man, and you sent me that too, and my lazy ass didn't download it.
That one, there was nothing really special at UFC 99. Like nothing to go out of your way to watch, really. Franklin and Silva was decent, it was a good main event, but it wasn't like spectacular or anything,
And then we had Crow Cop, who came out and basically won his fight, and then what?
He won the fight, but he poked the guy in the eye. I don't know if you saw it or heard, but he poked the guy in the eye, and then while the guy was reacting to being poked in the eye, he went over and punched him a few times, and the rest stopped it. So it was kind of a BS way to win, but what happened after the show was the news. What happened at the press conference.
I'll tell you what. We're gonna mix this up here in hour number 2. We're gonna talk a little bit of WWE because I know you're back in the wrestling game, working for the competition. You know what I mean? And so you know what's up in the wrestling world. And
I didn't watch Raw last night, but I pretty much know what happened and everything.
All right. Well, we kind of covered Raw in hour number 1. I mean, there wasn't much that happened.
Well, I'm up on the news, so I can hang in a conversation.
Well, obviously this Trump thing is all done for media. You know what I mean? I mean,
I see a lot of people in the chat room questioning if he really bought Raw or not. I guess even one of the media outlets posted it as it was legitimate too, didn't they?
Well, USA Network sent out a press release, and it usually takes the media, unless it's like a major breaking news story, it usually takes them, 24 to 48 hours. So I would expect a lot more media tomorrow. You know what I mean? When other media outlets.
You got a lot for WrestleMania, so.
Yeah, I would expect something, but it is crazy, man. I mean, I talked about it here in hour number 1 that people really think that Vince McMahon sold Raw to Donald Trump. You know what I mean?
He wasn't even there, He wasn't even live, and they bought it,
I know. And
I saw some of it. I didn't watch all of Raw, but I came in and watched certain parts, like when they were doing the big announcement, Vince McMahon's big announcement, and everything like that.
Yeah. I think most of the people that visit the dirt sheet sites, our type of websites that we run and listen to the show, I would have thought, you know what I mean? I would have thought everybody would have been smart enough to know that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not calling anybody stupid, you know what I mean?
You pretty much just did, though, is what you did.
I did, but I did it
in a sense,
my way, you know what I mean? But I don't know. It's basically done for media. And then we talked last night. I mean, it's basically you're fired, no, you're fired. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. They both got the catchphrase. Vince actually had it first. Let's be fair. He was the originator.
Yeah.
But, Donald Trump popularized it, so.
Yeah. And I guess Donald Trump's got a lot of money, so people think, you know what, if Trump wanted to, Duke could buy Raw, no problem.
Definitely. It's the battle of the billionaires, all that crap,
Yeah, right. But one show, you know what I mean? And then what? Vince still owns ECW inside? I don't know, dude.
Don't ask me, dude.
Whatever. Comes to pay-per-views. Who runs the pay-per-views? Trump run those too?
It's a collaborative effort. Who knows? Who the hell knows?
Right. So I don't know. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to mix it up. I don't have anything, man. I got nothing.
I put some notes together. I bet you don't even realize this. I'm going to remind you on the air, live right now, live, baby, live, if you will.
Live, baby, live.
Yes, exactly. This Saturday, the Ultimate Fighter 9 live finale with your boy Clay Guida versus Diego Sanchez. I bet you didn't remember that, did you?
Well, you know what? I got an email from one of our sponsors of WZR Radio today. I've got a TNA pay-per-view this weekend as well. And
that's right.
The owner of let me give him a cheap plug here because it lets me put the link up on his website, but it's WrestlingInc.com. I know a lot of you guys that are listening. I do the play-by-play for him, and he said to me earlier today he's going to watch the Tough Enough, the Ultimate Fighter finale.
Yeah, they call it Tough,
Saturday, right?
short.
Yeah,
T-U-F.
Tough, I know. It always messes with me, man. But,
I know. It's a little too similar because it's the same concept, too.
I know. So, yeah, but that's huge. And I didn't remember until I got that email earlier.
Yeah, because also, I mean, you got Clay Guida versus Diego Sanchez. You got Nate Diaz versus Joe Stevenson. You got the two finals from the reality show fight. Chris Lytle's on the card. There's a lot of good stuff.
And that's,
it's beefier than usual.
That's a free show on Spike TV, right?
Yep.
Now, what was there was something, Devin Cutting sent us a lot of news. He sent something that TNA Impact was going to be bumped for a live show. Is tomorrow night's show 2 hours possibly? No, because they air on Wednesday. Something was going to be bumped. Something was going to bump TNA.
I remember reading the headline about that, but I don't think I actually read the article. So
it may be the replay. It may be the TNA
probably.
Impact. Yeah, it's probably something like that. I'm not sure. I can't. It was just a quick little note that but that's big, man. Nate Diaz and who'd you say, Joe Stevenson?
Yeah, Joe Stevenson. So that's a big fight.
Yeah, that's a huge fight.
The one we went to, we just got done seeing Clay Guida versus Nate Diaz. You know, they're both on this card, and
yeah, that's right.
Big fight.
Right. Yeah, that's right. You're right. And I gotta go.
Nah.
No, I know. Clay Guida, man. I got it. I mean, that's my boy. You know?
You're incorrect this time. I was wrong in Vegas. I picked Diaz over Guida. And even though it was a split decision and some people thought Diaz won, Guida won the fight. This time, however, Diego Sanchez is going to out-Guida Mr. Guida. He's too big. He fights the same way, so Guida can't fight. He can't overpower him and ambush him like he usually does.
Yeah, but, you know, I was thinking the same thing. It's different gears here, but I was thinking the Tim Sylvia-Ray Mercer fight, I was thinking Tim Sylvia was going to go in there and destroy him, and that was this past.
Do you know, he made a very simple mistake in that fight. Very simple mistake. He went in and tried to box with a former legendary boxer. Whether he's old and was knocked out by Kimbo in a mixed MMA fight or not is irrelevant. He still has knockout power. They say that, your knockout power is the last thing to go. He fought a former legendary boxer, and he went in and tried to box him. All he had to do was kick, take him down, anything, and he would have killed him.
I thought originally that fight was supposed to be a boxing fight anyway, and it was changed.
It was changed around a lot, yeah. Even by the bell time, it was it wasn't officially an MMA match or officially it was special rules. So
so it may have just been a case of Sylvia saying, you know what, this was originally supposed to be a boxing match. Maybe I just want to go in there.
Yeah. He definitely wanted to prove that he could outbox him, which was stupid. Why prove that? There's no need to prove it. Even if you do, he's still an old guy that was knocked out by Kimbo's. It's been done already.
Yeah, you're right. All right, let me do some chat plugs here. WZROnline.com /chat. Lots and lots of people.
I'm in there right now.
As always, I know you are. You've been on.
Yo, you should have this guy, Ultimate Fantastic, in the chat room. Call in, because he does this thing in the chat. He's been doing it the whole show. I've been reading it and laughing. He's doing
Fantastic or Fanatic?
Ultimate Fanatic. What did I say? Fantastic?
Yeah.
Ultimate Fanatic. He keeps doing this Did You Know parody. You know how on Raw when they come back from commercial they have like an overinflated Did You Know fact that isn't really a fact. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's been doing like crazy versions of that in the chat. It's got to be chuckling a little bit over here on this end.
Well, let's have him call up. Give us
You should call in and do it. It would be funny.
724-444-7444. Call ID number is 30273 followed by the pound key. Very good segue right there. I'm getting better at this thing, Matty B. Getting better, baby. All right, so
I'm not Matt Daddy, by the way. Somebody in the chat thinks I'm Matt Daddy. Whoever the hell that's not me. That's not me. I'm a guest.
Oh,
no.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
All right. WZROnline.com /chat, and once again, the live phone number to call 724-444-7444. Call ID number
4444.
Call ID number 30273 followed by the pound key. Matty B, you're gonna have to save me because we have an hour to go. And
I got some other stuff here if you want to talk. We can keep it going, man. I got some wrestling stuff in here, some MMA, some boxing.
Where do you
want to go? Where you want to go, man? You call the direction. We'll go.
All right, let's do a little bit of wrestling. I got some backstage news and things like that I still have to put up on the website. Stuff that isn't out on our websites just yet, or my websites just yet. That
I don't know if you know the details. I don't have the actual details written because I assumed you would know the story because you know every freaking story there is. The lawsuits. I haven't heard you talk about the lawsuits yet.
Yeah, there were 2 lawsuits. You remember the one? Big Show was. Remember when he left WWE? And he was going to go out and box.
That was a joke.
He wound up not doing that, and they gave him a storyline